Welcome to the Blue Mountains Creator Space Portable Audio Kit instructional video. This kit can be used for podcasting, audio recording, and 2-track to 4-track music production as well. Let's have a look at what's inside the kit. So everything comes in this plastic Pelican style case. You can just open it with the latches here. So just click right open. And inside the case, we have this handy card that outlines all of the contents. So when taking the equipment in or out, you'll be asked to go over it and ensure that everything is inside the kit. So let's go over some of the elements. So we have the Zoom H4n recorder, which is in this plastic case right here. And this is the heart of this system, which is our portable digital audio recorder. We have the AudioTechnica AT2020, which is a condenser microphone that is ideal for voiceover recording, for podcasting. Then we have a short XLR cable, and this is represented with 3 prongs. It's a grounded audio cable, and this will be used to power and to feed the audio from the AudioTechnica AT2020. Then we have a set of the Rode Wireless Go lav microphones, and there is the actual microphone itself, and there's a transmitter unit. The microphone, which is right here on top, and that transmits it over to the receiver unit, and the receiver unit can go right into the Zoom recorder, or it can also be plugged into a camera, a video camera. So you could be using the Canon 6D from the Creator Space, or the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K, or any kind of DSLR. Now that leads us to the next cable here, and it's a 1/8-inch camera audio cable. So it looks just like a headphone cable. This plugs in from the receiver right here, and this will then go to a camera or to our sound recorder. Finally, we have 2 USB cables that are just packaged like this, and this will be used to charge the Wireless Go. And last but not least, we have a trusty little foam windscreen unit, and that could be applied to the microphone. Let's go over all these elements. So to get going, what we need to do is get our Zoom H4n portable audio recorder opened and ready to go. So what we'll do is we can just open it up like so, and here is our unit. And just to go over a couple things, there is a built-in left and right microphone that is right on the top. That can be used for recording live events, talking, and they're a pretty good microphone system. Then on the bottom, we have 2 XLR inputs, channel 1, channel 2, and that's where we're going to plug in our AudioTechnica AT2020. And finally, we have this external mic input right here, which is a 1/8-inch, and that allows us to directly plug in our Wireless Go system if we want to use that with this as well. So that wireless lav can be plugged in with this cable. So how do we turn this unit on? What we need to do is just go to the side here, and there's a nice power button it's right over here. And what we'll do is we just hold, push it to the right, hold, and what will happen is the screen will light up like so, and it will slowly load the card to be record ready. So once the recorder is ready, we'll see that there are 4 channels available. So what that means is that it's in the 4-channel mode, and we've set this up in default mode in that manner so that you can use the top microphones in that record mode, plus it will allow us to input the AudioTechnica microphone in here into channel 1 or 2, and that allows us to record up to 4 tracks at the same time. At the same time, simply by plugging in this 1/8-inch cable to the back, and that allows us to attach the Wireless Go lav system so that we can use that as a microphone instead of the top 2. So having that in mind, we're ready to go to record just with these microphones right here, or what we can do is we can attach the AudioTechnica mic. So to do that, we need to plug in the XLR cables. So we'll take this cable right here, we'll plug it in to the bottom like so, and then if we need to take this out, you simply hold on this cable and pull it out like so. If you don't press down, you won't be able to take the cable out. That's a lock. And then we will repeat that action with the microphone. So we'll take this audio AudioTechnica AT2020, and then we just plug in the microphone on the bottom. Same idea, we have to push this down to press and release, otherwise it stays locked. So then we're ready to record with this microphone. So if I hit the record button, it will let me monitor my levels. Check, check, check. And if I put it closer to my mouth, check, 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 you can see how that input 1 is going louder, and then also the levels from the top, check, 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 check. If I tap this microphone, you'll see how that internal microphone increases in level as well. This is standby mode, and this allows us to just get our levels ready. We then have to press record one more time to actually record. And now we'll actually see the numbers recording. And then when we're done, we simply hit the stop button here. And that's it, we've recorded a track. So what you can also take out with this portable sound kit is this tabletop gooseneck mic stand. And this allows you to attach the AudioTechnica AT2020 condenser mic right to the top here. And we also have something that's called a pop filter, and that prevents from condensation as you talk hitting the microphone and creating those pops that we don't really like in sound recording. So to attach the microphone, it's already pre-threaded and ready to go. So you just need to put it right on the stand like so, and then just screw it right onto the top. Okay, and that's it. It will lock into place, and then it's ready to go. And the pop filter can go right in front like so. Okay, and we're ready to do sound recording. The last thing we need to do is, once it's screwed on, is to also just attach the XLR cable, click it in, and we're ready to go. Now the key is to be fairly close to the microphone as you're talking, and that picks up really good audio levels. Now to attach the Rode Wireless GoLive system directly to the Zoom H4n, simply turn it around. We're going to put in the 1/8 inch cable, this red little coil cable, to the back, the external mic. And then what we need to do is use the receiver. So we have this unit right here. Okay, and to power it on, you simply press this little 0, the Rode logo, hold it for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and you see that the logo shows up, wireless go, and that's it, it's powered. And then we take the other side here that has the 1/8 inch cable output, plug that in like so, and now we're connected to the recorder. The last step we need to do is also to turn our transmitter microphone, and again the microphone is right on the top here. And again, we're going to hold that logo for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, it powers right on, and now if you look at the levels here, you can see as I'm talking the levels are going up. At the same time, if we look at the levels here, we're going to go into that standby mode, hit record, check, 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 check. You can see that that microphone is clearly being imported and input into the external microphone, and now I can record with that, plus I can record with the condenser microphone. So now I have 2 available mics to use. The same hookup would apply to any camera. So simply by taking this 1/8 inch cable, that can plug into any mic input of a DSLR or video camera as well, and simply turn them on, they're automatically paired and you're good to go. Now, in order to charge the units, you simply turn them off. So I'll hold it for 3 seconds. And all we need to do is connect the provided USB cables to the side here. And then this just needs to plug into a USB charger, can plug into a computer, anything that gives USB power out. Plug that in and they charge in about 90 minutes. And it'll give you approximately 6 to 8 hours of battery life. No other batteries are required. Same step goes for this one. I'm going to power it off, 1, 2, 3. And we just plug it in to that, the USB, and it comes with 2, so you can charge both the transmitter and the receiver at the same time to be fully charged. In standby mode, we can also press the input buttons like so, and it allows us to change the levels. So you can see that mic level says 12. And to adjust the levels, we simply go to the side here, and it says record level. There's a plus or there's a minus. So by hitting the microphone, you can see it's at level 12. So once again, if I go minus, it goes down to 11, 10, 9, 8, and so on. And then what we want to do is ultimately get a level that's about where my finger is here. So just about a finger shy of the 0, the total, and that gives us a little bit of headroom if someone's too loud or if you peak while you're talking. Same applies for the input of the input 1 mic, which is the AudioTechnica. So you can see right there, input level 27, and that again can go up or down. You want to make sure that you're choosing the right one. So if we plugged it into 1, we want to make sure we're adjusting 1. If we plug this microphone into 2, we're adjusting 2. It doesn't really matter which one you use. One final note is that the AudioTechnica microphone, this microphone itself, uses something called phantom power, and it's automatically set up in the presets with the Zoom recorder to feed that phantom power. It's 48 volts of power, and that allows the microphone to work. So if there's any issues, you can always go into the menu and search for that input and the phantom. And I'll just demonstrate what that looks like. So by hitting the menu button right here on the side, if I hit menu, I can then go into the input mode. Scroll down by clicking in this little scrolling window here, and you'll see that the phantom function here, the phantom function says plus 48 volts. So that's what we need to have on. And this is how we'd cycle through it. So if I hit again, that scroll window, we can go to off, plus 48, plus 24. So we need it plus 24. We hit the scroll button in, and that stays there. 48 volts is engaged. Hit the menu again to clear, and you're back to your recording mode, and we're ready to go. So in case it's really windy outside, the great thing is that we can actually attach a little windscreen to the top of this unit. Let's have a look at how that works. So using this little fuzzy windscreen like so, you'll notice that there's 2 little plastic pieces there, and that's going to click right onto the top. We're going to go like this. We're going to just click it into place, and then we have the little windscreen. And that windscreen will prevent the noise of wind interfering with the top of the microphone. Simply click it out and remove it and pack it back in there so the next person can have access to it as well. The Zoom H4n also allows you to plug in headphones so you can monitor what you're recording and to also check if your levels are sounding good. You can simply take any kind of a headphone jack that has a 1/8 inch plug, and it just goes right in here to the side. You can plug in, and then there's a volume button that goes a plus and a minus, so you can increase or decrease your monitoring level. And then on the front here, you simply just hit the play button and you can play back any of your recordings. When everything's done, we can just simply take the SD card out of the side here. So this flips open, click down, you can remove it, offload your audio files, and you're ready to go. Erase your data, and then you can reload it back into the recorder. When you're done using the unit, you can simply turn it off by pressing the power button to the right for about 3 seconds, and it will say goodbye and shut down. Then repackage everything. You can use the handy checklist sheet to make sure that everything's back in visually the same way you got it, and just return it back to the library. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy the portable audio kit.